Thank you, John. Your 2 cents are indeed the most expensive 2 cents in all of broadcasting. Very interesting week, though, at the Gotti trial. On Monday, the government rested its case against John Gotti Jr., and the defense has begun its case calling a plethora of witnesses. With all of them, the name of the game really is withdrawal. The defense is claiming, as they have in the previous 3 trials, that John Gotti Jr. withdrew from organized crime when he pleaded guilty to another case in 1999. If the jury buys that claim, then that would mean it is a statute of limitations issue, and Gotti can't be convicted of RICO Count 1 in this case, which includes a whole bunch of issues, including the kidnapping and assault of our very own Curtis Sliwa. Speaking of Curtis Sliwa, one of the witnesses that we heard from this week was his former radio partner, a guy I used to work with every day, Ron Kuby. Ron Kuby, civil rights attorney, activist attorney to the left, actually testified in the previous 2 cases, like he did in those cases. Kuby testified this week that Gotti told him in 1998 that he wanted to be done with this life and go on and be done with all of this and move on with his family. That seems to bolster the defense's claim about withdrawal. But we learned very late on Thursday some very interesting news. Uba TV's very own Jeffrey Lichtman may very well be called to testify this coming week, maybe even on Monday. Lichtman, of course, represented John Gotti Jr. in the first case, and Lichtman is also going to be called to testify about how this whole withdrawal case came to be. Joey D'Angelo, the man who admitted to driving the cab in which Curtis Sliwa was shot, said that he and Gotti cooked this withdrawal defense up in jail and basically made it up, and that Gotti ran it up the mafia flagpole and got it approved by a whole bunch of other gangsters before being allowed to use it. Lichtman's expected to rebut the testimony of D'Angelo. So, Ron Kuby testifies, Jeffrey Lichtman. So it's been a very interesting week at the Gotti trial. The defense's case should wrap up next week, and then it'll be up to the jury to deliver a verdict. In front of State Supreme Court in Lower Manhattan, I'm Frank Morano for UbaTV.com. Back to you, John.